station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And coming up on the news at noon, a teenage girl is dead and another man was injured after a late-night shooting in Prince George's County. How the community is reacting. And later today is the last day of the COVID-19 public health emergency. What changes you and your family can expect?
Well, so far Mother Nature's queuing up another beautiful day across the DMV. Some sunshine, the temperatures are continuing to warm up. But will there be some showers and storms by the weekend? We'll have your forecast in just a bit.
Thank you, Damon. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for DC News Now at noon. I'm Mark Hall. Developing this afternoon, Prince George's County Police are investigating a shooting that left a girl dead and a man in the hospital. It happened in District Heights. DC News Now's Tosin Fakile is on location where it happened and has reaction from those who live in the area.
Investigators say both victims were found shot inside a home in this complex behind me on 10 Out Place. And a shooting here is something one neighbor says is very unusual.
This morning I found out was somebody that got shot. Last night I found out it was gunshots.
And gunshots is why police say they were called to the 1800 block of 10 Out Place just after 9:30 on Thursday night. Investigators say that's when they found a man and a girl who were shot inside a house.
They knocked on my door last night around about 10:23, asked me did I see anything or did I hear anything. I didn't see anything, hear things. I was in the bathtub, so I told them no. And they says, okay, it was an incident happened next door to me. But
the victims were taken to the hospital. Police say the girl later died.
I feel terrible, man. That's terrible because that's all over here is old senior people, retired people, and very little kids. If they come, most of them grandpeople, the kids come see their grandparents.
And those who live here still in disbelief this happened.
This is not like the rest of the area. This is probably the first time this ever happened here. I'm not sure, but probably it is. Very quiet.
That part is true because I never heard of a shooting.
In District Heights, I'm Tosin Fakile for DC News Now.
Tosin, thank you. New today, the FDA says they will loosen restrictions on blood donations by gay and bisexual men. It's a change that could ease blood shortages by allowing more people to donate. The agency says a series of questions will be asked to everyone who makes a donation. In Virginia, the Commonwealth Criminal Justice Services Board is set to vote on funding automatic license plate readers. Now, you might remember license plate readers were used to help find 4 missing people last month in Fairfax County. The board is considering using federal grants to fund the technology. Well, taking a live look at the White House, the sun is shining, and what about the temperatures? Are we going to see a warm-up? Let's go to meteorologist Damon Matson for the latest check in the forecast. And Damon, is there any chance that some bad weather could ruin this rather sunny day?
No, Mark. Thanks for looking up for us here as we go through the afternoon on this Thursday. Yeah, there's still a little bit of cloud cover and haze up there in the sky, but it's still going to be a beautiful one nonetheless. The high pressure center that's causing all this, it's sitting just off of the Carolina coast, right down there by the Outer Banks, Virginia Beach area, and off to the north, closer to the DMV. Yes, you can see on the satellite picture today some of those very high, thin clouds. That's what's making that sky look a little bit less clear, and we do still have a little bit of that wildfire smoke and haze from Canada lingering about the area. So that combination is going to filter out the sunshine as we move into the rest of the day, but it will not stop the warm up that continues here through the afternoon. Check it out. Temperatures from North Carolina all the way up the East Coast to New York City, even Boston for that matter, all the way up into the 70s, and we are going to continue to see those temperatures rise. We will likely hit the lower 80s for a brief time around 3 to 4 o'clock before all is said and done today. And again, we will have more or less a partly cloudy sky between the high clouds and the haze. That sunshine is going to be filtered out just a little bit. Now, the latest drought monitor across the area has just come in. Very little change compared to last week's update. We still have a couple of areas of moderate drought in the DMV here in that brown, if you will, and then still some very dry conditions for many of us. So yes, this nice weather, it's great to enjoy, but we need the rainfall. When does that next chance of rain roll in? We'll have your full forecast in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. Montgomery County Police are investigating a crash that killed a 19-year-old from Germantown. Officials say that Samuel Castaneda was driving when he veered off the road and hit a power pole near Seneca Creek State Park. Castaneda died at the scene. The cause of the crash is still under investigation. Well, that crash was just 2 miles from Seneca Valley High School in Germantown, where a car hit a middle school student around the same time that night. This afternoon, we're tracking calls for safer roads in Montgomery County. DC News Now's Yamarie Sese was at the scene. She has the latest.
I feel really unsafe. I feel bad for that middle school student.
Pedestrians like high school student Queen Kita cross Great Seneca Highway in Germantown all the time. And she says it's risky.
I feel totally unsafe because passing for pedestrians, they can just easily turn on red and they don't stop for anybody. And I think it should be no turns on red.
These drivers and these automobiles, especially the young adults, they love speed, and that makes me nervous.
Right now, it's not clear if speed played a role in Tuesday night's crash, but we are told the driver was a student driver.
I was really sad to hear that a middle school student is the latest victim of traffic violence in Montgomery County.
Bridget Howe with Action Committee for Transit says speed and road infrastructure are her biggest concerns in Montgomery County.
They're designed for speed. They're created in ways that the crossing signals may not be long enough. The roads are difficult to cross. There may not be enough crossings. Bus stops are not necessarily located where the crossings are located. And so it is not easy for a non-motorist.
Reporting for DC News Now, I'm Yamarie Sese.
Yamarie, thank you. Today, the U.S. is officially winding down its response to COVID-19. The country's public health emergency ends tonight, and our Randy Bass is breaking down the impacts to our healthcare system.
Pandemic-era healthcare policies are set to expire tonight. Just before midnight, the nationwide COVID-19 public health emergency is ending after more than 3 years. However, the end of the public health emergency doesn't mean people aren't getting sick anymore. People are still dying every day from COVID-19 in the U.S., and new variants are circulating. With these new changes, if you do get sick, private insurance companies are no longer required to cover the cost of your COVID-19 test, either over the counter or through a lab. The White House says prescription treatments like Paxlovid will remain readily available. If you're looking to get a booster shot, the federal government is still paying for and distributing the COVID vaccine, still coming at no cost to you, though federal officials say that could change in coming months. Many changes are already in place for Medicare and Medicaid. As for the unknown, healthcare officials say they have good tools to be able to navigate whatever comes next.
Moving forward, the CDC is going to focus more on tracking hospitalizations, tracking mortality, and also tracking COVID-19 spread at a community level through wastewater surveillance and other new technologies that have been put in place since the pandemic in order to keep track of the virus moving forward.
Now, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia have already begun winding down COVID testing and vaccination efforts. There are a few things, though, that probably won't be going away, including access to telehealth services. Right now, the American Medical Association says 25% of Americans are getting some form of care online or over the phone. That's compared to just 5% before the pandemic. In the studio, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
Randy, thank you. Coming up later on DC News Now at 12, we'll take a look at how the COVID-19 emergency ending could impact the border crisis. In Washington County, Maryland, a recent influx of people has meant a higher demand for public services, but county commissioners say that they're opposed to raising taxes in order to provide those services. People had the opportunity to voice their opinions at a public hearing. They asked the county for more attention to programs for seniors, volunteer fire departments, and education. Those speaking out expressed their feelings that the three areas are underfunded.
An ambulance is about $350,000 to $400,000 to buy a new one of those. Ladder trucks are ranging $1.5 to $1.75 million.
In addition to teachers, you need social workers. You need more counselors. You need more. We have student intervention specialists.
Well, the commission is continuing to accept public comments as it prepares its spending plan for next year. Well, fruit growers in western Maryland say that they're concerned about an unusually dry spring impacting the apple and peach crops. Meantime, some farmers are hopeful that weather for the rest of the growing season will cooperate and help them keep prices down. The president of the Washington County Farmers Bureau says its dry conditions continue through the rest of the season. farmers will have to increase prices. He says the amount of rain this time of the year affects fruit crops. However, he adds that it's still early in the season to determine the outcome.
It's just size, mainly is what it affects. So you're going to have smaller fruit, peaches, apples, things of that nature.
Our fruit will be smaller, so we won't get near the money for it we would. The picker will complain because it's going to take longer to fill a bin. So it's just an all-around headache.
Well, the first fruit harvest is supposed to take place around the middle of July. The turning of the tassel will be especially memorable for Howard University's class of 2023. President Joe Biden delivering the commencement speech for students graduating this weekend. The address comes as polls find the president's approval rating just over 40%, according to Reuters. The president is the 7th sitting U.S. president to deliver a keynote speech at Howard University. And many graduating students say they're excited for the big day.
I'm just honored to be in a class of 2023.
Get to see President Joe Biden speak.
And the ceremony begins at 10 a.m. Again, it's this Saturday, and people attending are encouraged to arrive early because of increased campus security efforts.